Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 4 Japanese cruiser Kuma. It has 7 main guns, 8 torpedoes, 4 AA guns, and has a top speed of 34.7 knots. We are on the map New Dawn. I spawned in center of my base, and I'm headed towards the center of the map. There are 5 enemy destroyers, and they will want to use the islands to ambush. Now, if you notice, New Dawn looks slightly different than it used to. They've removed 2 large islands on the southeast and the northwest, so there's more room to maneuver. They probably figure fewer people were using those sides of the map because there wasn't as much room, so they want people to be spread out along the map and to have more room for all types of ships. Now, most of my team has spawned and has moved southeast, with 1 battleship as the exception. And boom, right off the bat, I'm detected. That tells me there's an enemy destroyer that made a break for our base, and he's going to appear in front of me somewhere. Destroyers love these islands. They allow for their torpedo tactics to be more successful. They can use the islands to screen. They can get close to the enemy, and the enemy will have very little time to react to torpedoes. And we're only able to get 1 salvo off on that enemy destroyer, and we only got 1 hit. But we're doing okay. We dropped off. Now we know nothing else is in range of us. There's not a destroyer that's hidden somewhere sailing towards us. We know that that enemy destroyer is right up against that island, and I don't want to just come straight out on the other side of the island because torpedoes love to ambush from that island. If you ever come in contact with a destroyer or a Japanese cruiser who is near an island and is refusing to come out, they want you to come to them. So while I'm maneuvering, I definitely want to kill this destroyer. Ooh, another enemy destroyer just showed up, so I'm going to work on him. Oh, more destroyers. Destroyers, low health, need to be taken out. And I'm going to use this island to kind of screen the torpedo attack that both of them would like to do on me. Nice, we take out his propulsion, and he's got to use damage control. He also uses the new destroyer ability that increases the acceleration and top speed for a short duration. You can tell because the smokestacks become black as the night. And I think his engine was knocked out again because they're not showing up anymore. Or no, it's just because of the smoke. No, we're doing good. I see this St. Louis. St. Louis is like 18 knots, so he's not going to move anytime. So I'm safely able to maneuver. And I still want to get this destroyer. I don't want him to get away. And he's still on fire. The destroyers are hard to hit because they're so low to the water line. That front part is the best part to hit. We're able still to land a pretty good shot, 3 shells. And just a little off. And maneuvers again. And what you really need to do in a situation like this is you need to predict his maneuver, kind of see how he maneuvers, and we take him out. And I see that friendly battleship has to deal with a destroyer. He is at a disadvantage, so I'm headed towards him to assist. Fortunately, it's a US destroyer, so it has very short range on the torpedoes. And the battleship is actually keeping him spotted with the smoke, so I appreciate that. I could not see him at this range. We're just getting little bits of him. It looks like the friendlies in the southeast have come in contact with the enemy, and the friendly battleship gets him and only takes 1 torpedo. But I'm still spotted. There is still that enemy destroyer, Tier 5 Russian, that was at the beginning of the match. Somewhere out there, we run into a Samson. It's a Tier 2 US destroyer. Not very threatening to a Tier 4. But we still need to take him out. Torpedoes are the ultimate weapon against battleships, and I don't want to leave him alone against these wolf packs. Here he is, the guy from the start, and I know what he wants to do. He wants to angle and shoot his torpedoes at me. And he's going for an angle. I tried to deny that angle. He's got to adjust to the torpedoes or take it. And while he's adjusting, I'm going to take advantage of this, and he's unable to adjust, and my torpedoes take him out. This Samson is barely alive. I want to kill him. And it's hard for a destroyer. Wow. Okay. It's hard for a battleship to finish off a target that low health if they've used their salvo. So, as a cruiser, you have a much higher rate of fire. You need to help out your bigger brethren and take advantage and take out the enemy whenever they're in a weakened state like that. You can't leave them up. You know, sometimes kills are given away or taken away. I'm always okay with kills going away. You can't rely on waiting for your friendly to finish him off. What if he kills someone? Then you feel like it's part of your fault that they're dead. So now there's only one destroyer. We've taken out 4 destroyers over here, and the enemy has only taken out 2 of our ships. And the Kuma is the same ship as me. I know exactly what they have. He has torpedoes that could be effective against that friendly battleship. And I'm just trying to provide fire support. And it's really nice starting to get ships that actually work. The early ships are pretty terrible at everything. But he's set on fire, he's burning, and we land some big shots. And maybe the friendly battleship will finish him off. I don't know. Oh, he skips it. He gets like a straddle. Oh, here come the torpedoes that he wanted to do. Come on, live, buddy. Don't want to die to the torpedoes. I need you. Alright, and he survived too. Cool. 4 ships down, and they all were coming towards the west side of the map and our base. So the enemy is still engaged on the east side with the friendlies. We see 4 of the 5 ships over there. And at this point, I'm curious if the enemy... Oh, we just took out another one. If the enemy destroyer is over there or somewhere near their base, trying to flank us, it's a concern. So I want to keep distance away from the battleship to help scout. And I ask the question that's on everyone's mind. But taking out the destroyers, you gotta careful of them. You gotta keep your distance. You gotta read their attack strategy. And most of the time, they want to use the islands, screen their torpedoes, attack you, and destroy you. And they want to get close, especially early tier. Late tier, they can shoot you 20 kilometers away. But now, most torpedoes have a range of 4 to 8 kilometers. And they move very slowly. So we just spotted the enemy destroyer. He is also with his 3 other ships. So we're going to head over there and try and assist and kill them. Looks like the 2 ships that are also with me are going to cap. Alright. I think we're going to win this easily, but it's always good to have a strategy that allows you to guarantee victory. But overall, getting up on these ships, it's been alright. I've played games where it's hard to have any success when half your team's already dead. There's been a lot of games where I've been the last person alive and they've added a new emote where he's just telling me that everything is on your shoulders. And if you fail, everyone fails. Just, I love hearing that kind of support from the game. I don't know why they put that in. But we're almost in range. Looks like the Phoenix will probably die before we're in range. So I'm making for that enemy destroyer that is looking like he's headed back towards his base. That's at least the direction that he was going. He was headed north out of the area. He's popped his smoke. He wants to hide what his intentions are. Usually a destroyer will pop smoke if they want to surprise you, or if they feel like they're in danger of dying. And I just saw myself show up. I figured the destroyer might have caught a glimpse of me in between those two islands, so I feel like he's going to come out right on the other side of this island. So we're setting up, and I wanted to warn my friends that I feel like the destroyer is right there. And here he is. And he is a tier 4 destroyer, the Isokaze. So we need to be very careful. He does have range. And we are just landing lots of shots on this guy. We took out his engine, first shot. And we want to cripple him again. And we cripple him again. Oh man, and he is disappointed with that. And we finish him off. See you later, Isokaze. All there is the Arkansas beta ship, which was given out for playing 50 games in the closed beta. And it looks like we'll probably cap before we kill him, but in general, the Kuma served its purpose of defending the base and taking out the enemy destroyers. Cruisers are the best ships for taking out destroyers, and you should use your power against those that would force their hand against your friendly battleships. 71 shots, we got a torpedo hit and 5 kills, so able to really carry the game hard, support our battleship. We kept him in the game so he could help us out. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.